and welcome to your second percussion lesson online. Today you'll need your drum pad, you'll need your xylophone, which we'll put on in the second half, your second lesson paper, your lesson book, and your second lesson paper should also have a xylophone page attached to it. Alright, here we go. So, we're going to start out with a warm-up with 8 on the hand. So we're going to do 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 8 alternate, and 8 together. Remember to keep your hands flat, like this, not like this. So hands flat. You're going to use your wrist and not your arm. Okay, so we're doing this, not this. And we're going to do 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 8 alternate, and together. Here we go. Here's your speed. 1, 2, right hand, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, together. Look at your hands. 2, 3, make a match. Flat hands done. Good. You can go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever works for you. But you should be doing it all with flat hands using your wrist, not your arms. Okay? Next, you have to make up your own ta and ti pattern. The example on the page is ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. So let's play that. 2, ready, go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Notice that I alternated my sticks every single time. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Okay? I'm going to make up my own. I'm going to say ti, 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 ta. And then I would write that down. Okay? Let's play mine. Ti, 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 ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, 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 ta. You could do ta, rest, ti, ti, ta. Let's try that one. I'll say it again. Ta, rest, ti, ti, ta. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, rest, ti, ti, ta. Whatever you want. So make sure you write your own in the box on your paper. Okay, we're going to go into your books. Lesson 2. Here we go. In Lesson 2, they introduced the whole rest and the half rest. The whole rest is like a hole in the ground. It goes down below the line. And a half rest is like a top hat. Okay? A whole rest is 4 beats long. A half rest is 2 beats long. So a whole rest takes up the whole measure, all 4 beats. So we're going to play number 1 on Lesson 2. For number 1, you have 4 quarter notes and then a whole rest, or 4 beats of rest. So you're going to play for 4, rest for 4. Play for 4, rest for 4. I'll count the 4 beats of rest out loud. Okay, here we go. Hands flat, you're going to alternate your sticks. Number 1 on Lesson 2. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2. Alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2. Use your wrists. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3. You're done. Good job. All right, let's look at number 2. Number 2 has a half rest. We're just going to play a little bit of this one because it's a quick one. So we're going to play number 2, and you're going to do ta, ta, rest, rest. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to rest on 3, 4. Sometimes I'm going to say 3, 4. Sometimes I'm going to say rest, rest. Okay, let's play a little bit of number 2. Here we go. Alternate your sticks. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't play on 3 and 4. Okay, let's look at number 3 is tough because they keep adding notes and changing the rest. It's a different kind of pattern. It's not always the same. Number 4 is a little harder because we have 2 beats in every measure instead of 4. So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, you count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's play the first line of number 4. Oh, it's only a line. I thought it was 2 lines. Let's play number 4. Here we go. We're going to go a little slower because it goes by fast every single measure. So here we go. We're going to alternate our sticks, keep our hands flat, and use our wrists, and play all of number 4 on Lesson 2. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, rest. 1, 2, 1, rest. 1, rest. 1, rest. 1, 2, 1, rest. Make sure you alternate your sticks. All right. Remember that the book goes from easy to harder as you go down the page. So when you're practicing, you should practice ones like number 6 the most, because that's probably going to be the most challenging for you. So that's your basic drum homework. Work on the rests, try counting out loud to help you, and if you find that these songs are easy for you to play, you should play them faster. So instead of playing number 4, 1, 2, 1, rest, you should play 1, 2, 1, rest, 1, 2, 1, rest, 1, rest, 1, rest, 1, 2, 1. Make it harder for yourself. Challenge yourself. Alright, so we're going to move on to the bells portion of this. So the video is going to switch over to bells, so you can pause it and change to your bells, and then it'll be ready to go right when you come back. Time for bells. Okay, next up is the xylophone or bells portion of your lesson. And when you practice, you have to make a choice. Are you going to practice everything, drums and bells? Are you going to practice one? That's kind of up to you or up to the amount of time that you have available for that practice session. So for the bells, I have it on my stand, and I have the wider end, the lower end, on my left-hand side, and the higher end on my right-hand side. So locate D down by the bigger lower end. D sounds like this, and it should be labeled, it should say D on it. Just D. If it has D and any other symbol, it's not the right key. So we want to find D. Now find C, it should be right next to it. And then we want to find B flat. B flat should have a little B sign next to it, a little flat, and that's kind of up above the groups of 3s and 2s above those keys. So hit your D again, hit your C, and your B flat. Those are the 3 notes we're going to be using for now. So you should be looking at your bells sheet that looks like this, okay? And we're going to play hot cross buns. So look at the notes. It goes D, C, B flat, D, C, B flat. 4 B flats, 4 C's, D, C, B flat. So what we're going to do is take our hand and we're going to point to the notes as we say them. So it goes, get your finger ready to point, touch, it goes D, then C, touch B flat. Go back to D. D, C next door, down to B flat. Stay on B flat. Hit it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then D. Then C. Then B flat. All right, grab your mallets. We are going to alternate our mallets on hot cross buns. Okay? I would start with your right hand, left, and then you're going to reach your right hand down to B flat. Okay? Here we go. Hot cross buns starting with D, and we're going to go nice and slow. 1, 2, here's D, go. D, C, stretch for B flat. Now do it again. D, C, B flat, and stay there. Here's 4 B flats. 1, 2, 3, now C. 1, 2, 3, 4, D, C, B flat. Good job. All right, we're going to do it one more time, and this time I'm not going to shout the notes out the whole time. You may want to look up and down at your music. Whenever I play bells, I try to make my music as close as possible to my bells so that I can see really closely and quickly what notes I'm supposed to play. So let's try hot cross buns again. I'll give you little tips here and there, but I'm not going to say all the notes. Here we go, starting with D. 1, 2, nice and slow, go. Back to D. Stay there, 4 B flats, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to D. And that's it. You have a choice. There are 2 more songs on this page, "Oh Clair de la Lune" and "Merrily We Roll Along," which is also known as "Mary Had a Little Lamb." Most people pick that one because they know that song better. It doesn't really matter to me, but if you choose "Merrily We Roll Along" or "Mary Had a Little Lamb," it does have an F in it, which we didn't go over yet. So F is, here's the low side, F, and you find your C and D, is F is a little higher, okay? So you go up your xylophone towards the other end. So then you've got B flat, C, D, keep going up, and then F, okay? You skip over the E. So I would do the same thing we just did with Hot Cross Buns. Say the notes out loud, find them with your finger if that's helpful, and try it a couple times all the way through. Try not to just play like the beginning over and over and memorize it. Don't try to go B, C, B, C, D, 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 and then do it again. B, C, B, C, D, D, D. I want you to try to play it all the way through the song, and I bet if you do that 4 or 5 times, then you actually will have it memorized. It's pretty easy. So, after you're finished with your xylophone, you need to practice at least 5 times this week. Each time you practice, check off the boxes showing that you did the work, okay? It doesn't matter if you skip a day, or like if you practice in the morning, that counts as 1 time or 1 day. If you practice at night, that counts as another time or another day, okay? So if you're really trying to fit your practicing in a few days, it's better to spread it out, but if you ran out of time and you're trying to get it in, stretch it out 2 different times a day, and that can count as 2 separate days. But you really should try and spread out your practicing throughout the week. We're going for 5 times, and then get your parents to sign it at the bottom saying, yes, you did practice, okay? All right, keep working, keep counting, and make sure you put your bells and drums away carefully. Have a nice day.